titi nyamie. When it was said, I gave ya for nyamie. Wechi obireni ho. My healer, my savior, my redeemer, provider, Jesus, savior, master, changer, healer, alpha. He reigns, he reigns, he reigns. We give glory to the Lord, he reigns. We give glory to the Lord, he reigns. He reigns, he reigns, he reigns. We give glory to the Lord, he reigns. Oh, we give glory to the Lord, he reigns. We give glory to the Lord, he reigns. He reigns, he reigns, he reigns. We give glory to the Lord, he reigns. Oh, he reigns, he reigns, he reigns, he reigns. We give glory to the Lord, he reigns. Oh, he reigns, he reigns, he reigns, he reigns. We give glory to the Lord, he reigns. Mose nyamye ni monyam ayohime. Mose nyamye ni monyam ayohine. Ayohine, ayohine, ayohine. Mose nyamye ni monyam ayohine. Mose nyamye ni monyam ayohine. Mose nyamye ni monyam ayohine. Ayohine, ayohine, ayohine. Mose nyamye ni monyam ayohine. Ayohine, ayohine, ayohine. Come on, wave it, wave it. Mose nyamye ni monyam ayohine. Ayohine, ayohine, ayohine. Mose nyamye ni monyam ayohine. Oh, nyewa wojolo nyumo mante. Nyewa wojolo nyumo mante. Mante, mante, mante. Nyewa wojolo nyumo mante. Let me take it again. Nyewa wojolo nyumo mante. Nyewa wojolo nyumo mante. Mante, mante, mante. Nyewa wojolo nyumo mante. Mante, mante, mante. Nyewa wojolo nyumo mante. Mante, mante, mante. One more time. Mante, mante, mante. Mante, mante. Nyewa wojolo nyumo mante. Now clap your hands like this. Are you ready for a new one? Are you ready? It goes like this. Jesus reigns in every way. His name is higher than any other. Lord of all, over all, the name is higher than any other. Come on, sing it.
Jesus reigns in every way. His name is higher
The name
than
Sound Radio UK.
You know this one? Hey! It goes like this.
In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hello, London. Good afternoon. Welcome to Star Radio UK. This is On Point. My name is Regina. Anima, as always, with you here on Star Radio UK studios. About to bring you On Point this afternoon, as always, as we do on every Monday. Good afternoon to all our listeners across the globe, wherever you are listening to me from on all the social media platforms. Welcome to Star Radio UK. This afternoon we have an exciting program as always. We aim to educate, we aim to share information, to empower, to equip, and to learn from you as well. So be part of the program this afternoon. Please use the studio contact details to be part of the program. We want to hear from you. We want you to be interactive with us this afternoon. So the studio contact numbers are, as always, 0208 133 2257 or 58. 0208 133 2257 or 58. The text or WhatsApp number, as always, you can reach us by that as well. 075 3966 1744. 075 3966 1744. info@starradiouk.com. You can tweet and let us know where you are listening to us from. Let us know. Send us a message. Tweet at Star Radio UK. Email info@starradiouk.com. Those are our contact details. And as always, as I've just said, you can be part of the program this afternoon. You can use those also as the contact details for us here on Star Radio UK. You can contact us at any time for your business pleasures and all that you would want us to be help or support or assist you with. Okay, so please share on social media platforms. Let us do this together as always this afternoon. We are keeping focus. We want you to be focused as a young adult, as a youth, as a parent, whatever you're doing. Whoever you are, welcome to On Point. This afternoon we are looking at maintaining your focus. So that's our topic, and we are going to go into it and learn a bit more. The reason is because we don't want to go through life at the end of the day just floating through the air, occupying space and not making any impact or influencing people around us. We just want to be able to do the right thing for the right reasons and be with the right people. Enjoy our lives, do what makes us happy, share our life with the people that makes us happy, and do all the things that makes us happy. But in doing all of that, we need to make sure that we maintain our focus. We need to make sure that we'll be able to achieve our dreams and become all that we want to be in life and live our life to the best of our abilities. And that is what we aim to do here on Point. Okay, so share on Facebook, share on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you find us. Please share and get people to be able to be part of the program this afternoon. So we want to keep our focus. And why do we want to do that? Most of the times there are things in life that will distract you. Things that will come your way that will distract you. That is the general understanding and part of life. There will be things, system structures, there will be processes, there will be events, there will be circumstances that will distract you. And when that happens, if you are not focused enough, if you are not maintaining and keeping your focus, you will become distracted. I say this because personal experience has taught me several times, time and time again, how easily it is to become distracted. not because I'm looking for that or I'm seeking for it. Imagine someone stepping out to go to the local shop, for example. You step out and you want to go to your local grocery shop, or you want to go and buy something locally. And as you go, you know you're going, for example, to a supermarket. And on your way to the supermarket, all you can see is different things happening. And everywhere you get to and something is happening, you stop and engage with it and get involved with it. Everywhere you go and something is happening, you stop, you engage with it, you get involved with it. Everywhere you're going, anything that is happening on the way, you stop, you engage with it, you get involved with it. If that keeps happening, imagine if you will ever get to your destination. Now have a think about it. Whether you're going to be able to get to your destination or not. Whether you will be able to go out there and buy and achieve the dreams and the aspirations you had before you left your house, if it's at all possible. Now, if it isn't, ask yourself, what happened? What went wrong? And why is it that you did not achieve your dreams? It's because, or your goals, it's because you set out and you did not manage to keep your focus. You were easily distracted, and all the things that was happening around you, you got involved in, and you became basically overwhelmed. You were way down, and you did not arrive or reach your destination or your assigned goal. So that's what it is. That's what it is. And that's why this afternoon we hope and we want to equip you, we want to empower you, we want to educate you, we want you to be involved with your own decision making processes and all that you want to do. Make sure that you keep your focus, and that's why we are talking about keeping your focus this afternoon. Okay, so why is it important to keep focus, and what is focus? What is focus? Okay, what is focus? So when we talk about focus, we are talking about paying attention to details and not being distracted. Paying attention to details and not being distracted. That is maintaining your focus. That is keeping your focus. That is focus. Paying attention to details and not being distracted. That is one definition. You are able to see things that other people don't see when you keep your focus. You are able to see things that other people don't see. For example, if you have a dream, a vision, an aspiration, you want to achieve something. I'm a woman and I cook a lot. I love to cook. So often my scenarios or my examples are based around cooking. Let's take, for example, you want to bake a cake, for example. And you know that you have the ingredients all set out and you have to go through it systematically, because cake making is a process that you cannot skip any of the processes or jump around, or if you forget something, but at the end of the day it will show in the cake. Your cake will tell you you forgot something or you didn't add enough of this or that. So you have to make sure that in that 5, 10, 15 minutes that is going to take for you to put the batter together and mix your cake before you put it in the oven, you have to maintain your focus. You have to do things systematically. You have to be patient enough to go through the process of blending the ingredients step by step, stage by stage, and making sure you achieve the desired result, because as they say, the proof is in the eating. When you don't mix them together properly, and when you don't take time, you don't spend time with it properly, at the end of the day, the cake will become a cake without any cake in it. Anyhow cake. And then when you see a good cake, you can tell the difference between your cake and that cake, or however you did it. And sometimes you do it, and even though you are just quickly doing it and putting it together, it comes out better because you maintain your focus, because you kept your focus in that process and you made sure that what you wanted to achieve is what you achieved. So you pay attention to details and not being distracted. You see things that other people don't see. Now, oftentimes around you, there's a lot happening in life. Even if you look out of your window, in a space of 10 minutes, you will see a whole lot of things that have happened in that space of 10 minutes. Because there's a lot happening around you, and because there's always something going on around you with your life, personally, emotionally, psychologically, there's always something trying to attract your attention. Something there to try and derail you and cause you to lose your focus. But because you want to maintain your focus and pay attention, you will be able to see things that others will miss or will not see. For example, when you have to do something and all of you in a classroom or in a group have been given a task, and you all have to go out there and achieve this task and bring the results. Other people would rush at it, because I've been there. When we get an assignment, you don't put in the effort, you wait till the last minute, and then you very quickly want to put something together. You will miss a lot of details, you will miss a lot of information, you will even sometimes make mistakes in that presentation. However, if you take time and you sit back and you think about it, you'll be able to read between the lines, see things that are not obvious, things that are not, staring or glaring at you. Without any effort, you will get to think outside the box, begin to ask the necessary questions in order to get the right answers, and therefore you will see things that others will miss or other people will not see. It is also very, very important that, and it also requires discipline. When you are focused, it requires discipline. You have to be disciplined in order to maintain and keep your focus, because otherwise anything and everything will distract you. Anything and everything will throw you off course. Everything and anything will come and derail you, set you back, cause you to lose valuable grounds. Okay, so you've kind of traveled from zone 1 to zone 2. You want to get to zone 4, but because of lack of discipline and lack of keeping focus, you are not able to cross zone 3 to get to zone 4. You hang around in zone 2 for so long. In other words, you're skirting around, you're wasting your time, your energy, your resources, mingling with everything, becoming a busybody. Everything that is going on around you and everything that is happening around you, your hands are involved. You are basically present with everything. Yes, of course, we need to be able to know what is happening around us. You need to be in tune with what is happening around you, politically, socially, emotionally, psychologically, physically. You need to be in tune with your body and understand what is going on around you. But don't let all that happening, don't be weighed down too much by it to the point that you lose your focus. Okay, so having a focus is having a vision, a dream, something set, a set goal that you want to achieve, and you need to keep that in focus. Keep that at the center of your attention, so everything else will revolve around that you want to achieve, that you want to be able to aspire to and make something of it. For example, think about, with all that has happened recently, something that we are all talking about a lot lately is our finances and our health. Those two things are always in the news everywhere you go. Finances and health, be it a small personal finance project or budget, or being the government budget, or being a corporation, a business budget. Some businesses are having to make a lot of changes because of the financial situation. So finance, I think in the world that we live in, finance is the big thing, and then the next big thing, or I'm not sure which one comes first, but let's say the next big thing is your health, because you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have good health, then that becomes a problem. So your health is the next big thing to talk about. Now, if you want to make sure that you keep your finances in check, and you want to make sure that you keep your health in check, you have to have a focus. And not only do you need a focus, but you also have to keep your focus. Okay. Every day, things will come your way. All kinds of investment opportunities, all kinds of ideas, all kinds of opportunities for you to make money. After all, making money is part of living. Yes, some people will make a lot of money. Some people will make gradual increase on a daily basis. Some people will hit the jackpot. It depends where you're standing, whether it is you or not. So these things will come. Everybody wants to make money. Even the richest person on earth wants to make more money. It's natural. But just because you want to make money doesn't mean that you lose the focus of making sure that you know what you're doing and how you're going to do it, and keeping things in focus or keeping things relevant to your situation. I'm sitting here. If you call me today and say, hey, Regina, I've got £1 million coming into your bank tomorrow, account tomorrow, I'll say thank you very much. But the reality is, I don't think that phone call is going to come through. So there is no way I'm going to go out there and spend that 1 million because I don't have it. I don't have it. And I don't know where it's coming from. And I don't know if it's going to get to my account today, next year, next 10 years. I have no clue. But my aim, for example, and I'm just using this as a scenario, I'm not saying that I'm out to make $1 million, no. But for example, if I want to make $1 million right now, I have to have a target. When do I want to make that 1 million by? What will it take for me to make that 1 million? How long will it take me to make that 1 million? And what do I need to do to make that 1 million? I can sit in my house, cross my legs, look at the skies, hope that the 1 million drops from the sky onto my bedroom somewhere or my house somewhere. I can hope for all of that to come till the day I enter the grave. If all I do is sit in my house and look at the skies, because it's not gonna happen. If that is what it takes, everybody in this world would be more than a millionaire. Because all you have to do is say the figure and open and look up in the sky, sit in your home, live a comfortable life, no stress, no hassle, no plan, no focus, no agenda, no vision, no nothing. All you're doing is looking at the sky for the money to drop. Then obviously there's no need for us to do anything. But that is not how things work. No. Even if you want to win the lottery, you have to go out there and get a lottery ticket. Be it on the online or be it in the shop, wherever you need to get to. You have to go and physically invest your £1 into the lottery, or £2. I don't even know how much they charge now. Invest in it in order to, and then wait for the numbers to be announced at the draw, and then check to see if your numbers have come up. You're not going to win the lottery because you want to win the lottery. So the topic for this afternoon is keep your focus. Keep your focus. Don't let things in life just come and distract you. Don't be occupied and preoccupied. Engage with the unnecessary noise around you to the point where it will distract you. Before I go any further, I want to share with you a biblical character. And I'm talking about the story of Jacob from the Bible. For those of us that are Christians and believers, you can look at the story from Genesis chapter 30, where Jacob was a shepherd to his father-in-law. And Jacob, having been in the house of his uncle, who then becomes his father-in-law, Jacob had a dream. The dream was to marry one woman and go his way and live his life with his wife. But what happens? Things around him distracted him. Things around him happened to him, not because he wanted it, not because that's what he asked for, not because this is what I want and this is what I'm going to get. No. Sometimes you may want things in life, but you have to work for it. It's as simple as that. And that's why you cannot sit in your house and look at the skies for monies to drop. You have to physically go out there and engage and do the things that you need to do in order to make progress in life. That's why you need to keep your focus. You cannot allow the system, the structure, the every negativity around you, every noise making things that are happening around you. You cannot allow those things to distract you and deter you and cause you to lose your focus. I'm going to continue the story of Jacob and the story of how he kept his focus until he achieved his dream in a minute or two. But I'm going to take a quick 1 minute musical break and I will be back. Don't go away. Please share on all the social media platforms and please keep your comments and your feedback coming in. As always, you can tweet, text or email us, or you can call direct into the studio 0208 133 2257 or 58. I will be right back. Don't go away.
Here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to Star Radio UK. My name is Regina Anima. This is On Point. As always, broadcasting live from Star Radio UK studios here in London. Welcome wherever you're listening to us from. Thank you very much for your company this afternoon. Greetings to all our listeners and all our loved ones. Greetings to everybody that has tuned in, and all those of you that are supporting us in the background. Thank you very, very, very much. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So we appreciate you and we love you so much. And as always, do share this program on your social media platforms, to your groups. Send it via WhatsApp to somebody to be able to be part of the program, to listen, if not now, later on. Hopefully it will be a blessing. Okay, so this afternoon our topic here on Point is keeping your focus. We are talking about keeping your focus. Life has its own ups, downs, round the corners, challenges, and as young adults, as the youth, as parents, whatever your circumstance, your situation is, you need to keep focused. You need to keep focused. Keep that focus, because it will serve you well. It will help you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what situation you're in right now. It doesn't matter what the circumstance, what the challenges are. Some of us are going through a whole heap. Everybody has their own mountain to climb. Believe you me, don't let anybody fool you, basically. Everybody has their own mountain to climb. Even if it's a molehill, it's still a mountain to somebody. So we all have our mountains to climb for various reasons. Life goes on. So as a listener to this program, as part of the audience, we want you to keep your focus and maintain your focus. That's why we are here sharing this with you. So what is focus? Paying attention to details and not being distracted. And when you keep your focus, you see things that other people don't see, and you need to be disciplined. I was talking about Jacob as a character, as a figure for our lesson this afternoon. Jacob in the book of Genesis, the Bible. For those of us that read the Bible, the story is found in the book of Genesis chapter 30. Jacob being in his father-in-law, first his uncle, then his father-in-law household, and he was there having fled his own house, having left his own familiar surroundings. He found himself in a foreign land with his uncle. He fell in love and wanted to be married, and his plan was, what will it take me to get married to your daughter? And he was specific as to which daughter he wants to marry. Unbeknown to him, the father-in-law, who is or was an uncle. So sometimes the distractions can come from within. It's not always that the distractions or losing your focus is as a result of the external factors. Sometimes it is the internal, the ones that are very close to you. They can also cause you to lose your focus. For example, you know you have to commit yourself to a certain task by the end of the week. Now you get so busy with all other things that you lose the focus to complete this particular task by the end of the week. So come the following week, the second week, you are under pressure because you are now playing catch up, not leading, not going ahead of you, not giving yourself space to have freedom to be able to do other things and see other things clearly. But because you are playing catch up, because you procrastinated, because you denied yourself the opportunity to attend to this task this week, next week by this time you're struggling and you're playing catch up. You're running in terms of trying to get to your desired goal or result. So it's important to keep your focus and maintain your focus. Okay, so back to the story of Jacob. And so Jacob knew what he wanted. He was specific. He asked for a specific thing. He set the goal, and the goal was to serve for 7 years, and he will get what he wanted. He was prepared to pay that price. In life, whatever you want to achieve, you have to pay a price, however big or small, however far or near, wherever it is, whatever it is, you need to pay a price. Jacob was prepared to pay his price. It was agreed with his uncle, soon to become his father-in-law, and he set out to achieve that dream. Fast forward a few years, he got to the end of his journey, believing that he has paid the price that is required to be able to get what he wanted. And then the story unfolds. A whole chapter was thrown at him. Something else happened. He had to go back and start all over again and serve another 7 years to be able to get what he wanted. So he paid a price twice. But this is where I want you to pay attention. When he was ready to leave that uncle's house, that father-in-law's house, after he had served his time, he was about to leave with some additional wages from the uncle to him. So he negotiated that he wants to take what belongs to him after looking after the sheep for so long, the goats for so long. And so he was going to take his share of the sheep, his wages for looking after the sheep. Now, he then made a deal with his uncle that this is the kind of sheep that is going to come to me. So let's say there were blue and green sheep, for example. And so he said, I'm going to take all the blue ones, and you, uncle, or my in-law, you can keep the green ones. So the uncle looked at the sheep as they were at the time, and he thought, oh, it's not a bad deal. He agreed. He forgot that he had already cheated Jacob, and Jacob is at 2 steps ahead of him. Jacob had a plan up his sleeve. So he agreed to the terms and conditions. And Jacob had to keep his focus in order to be the one to come out of this deal making, the one stronger than the position he had when he first entered. And so at the end of the day, because Jacob kept his focus, he walked away with his heart desire, the wife that he wanted, and another one in addition. And then he walked away with all the sheep and all the goats that rightfully belonged to him according to the agreement that was made with his uncle and father-in-law. Now, in order for him to go away feeling justice, or feeling that, justice had been done, he had to maintain his focus. Breeding the sheep required some innovation for him to be able to get what he wanted, or a decent wage. So he had to think outside the box. He had to implement strategies, come up with a plan that will work in his favor, and see to it day in and day out for a period of time to make sure that he walked away with his hands full. At least he came empty, but he walked away with his hands full. And that required a skilled strategy in order to be able to achieve that. Now, this story, as I've outlined, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I guess you get the gist of the story. Bring it into your own life right now, wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now. Just think of the principles here. This man had to be disciplined enough to say, this is what I want, and he had to be committed. So keeping your focus is not just about knowing that in the next 5 years I want to be the next millionaire, or in the next 6 years I'm going to be the head of the family, in the next 7 years I'm going to be married with 5 children. No, those are the things you can say with your mouth, but when are you going to start this journey, and how are you going to achieve it is most important. And that is where you need to keep your focus. You know you want to be married in the next 7 years. First of all, do you even have somebody in mind? Do you know what you're looking for? Have you given it some thought? Or is this just the marriage as you see on YouTube? People coming out, the groom and bride dancing, everybody dance. Is that what you are looking for? Is that what you think marriage is all about? Maybe you need to sit back and think again, because that's just a one-day show. When you enter, after the one-day show, you enter into the house. That's when the marriage actually begins. So there's more to it. You need to know what you want. You need to know the kind of person you're looking for. Have you given it some thought? It's not just about the looks. Yes, we can debate this all day long. Some people go for looks, some people don't go for looks, each to their own. No one is right and no one is wrong. We all have different lenses. I see things differently, you will see things differently, and that's okay. That's the spice of life. But there are certain basic criteria, there are certain basic common knowledge and understanding that you need to be able to know that you are choosing or making the right choice. You need to answer those basic questions. You need to seek that wisdom from people who have done it and are in doing it and have the experience to be able to give you that guidance, to be able to make the right decision. And then as you have entered through the door, you need the emotional support, the physical support, the psychological support to stay in that marriage. That's another chapter. That's another topic for On Point. We are not there today. But it's just an example. If you want to start your own business as a young adult, as a youth, as somebody who wants to do something with their life, they want to make a difference in the world. Some people, as you see us sitting on Facebook, on all the social media platforms, it was ideas burning in somebody's spirit, in somebody's mind, within somebody, and the person had to think about and work on their dreams and their visions, take the opportunities that came their way to birth that dream out for all of us to be able to benefit and to enjoy that dream. So you may be a young man who wants to do something great and marvelous with your life. It doesn't mean that it's not been done before. In fact, many people have done it before. Before we got all these social media platforms, there were others. There were ways that we were communicating. It started from somewhere and it got to somewhere. Now we have Zoom. It started with Skype. Something was there before. Something came before something. Before all these visual telephone calls, it was just the telephone. You could just talk to someone and the person could hear you. It doesn't matter where they are in the world. So it always begins with somebody, something, and people build on it. So whatever you want to do and achieve, I'm sure it's been done before. Maybe not on the scale that you are going to birth your dream and your vision, but it's been done before. Nevertheless, unless you keep your focus, you will not even be able to match what is already in existence. You won't even get there. Because many dreams, many visions, many goals have been written down, discussed, talked about, even experimented on, but it never came into fruition. Why? Maintaining your focus. Maintaining your focus. Being disciplined. Making sure you will stick with it, come what may. It doesn't mean you will not adjust. It doesn't mean you will not adapt. Flexibility is key in life. You cannot have a stance that it is my way or the highway. Life is not all about you. You are not the center of attraction. You may be the center of attention because of what you're doing, be it for the right reasons or the wrong reasons. May it be for the right reasons if you're listening to me this afternoon, and may your dreams and your visions and aspirations and goals come to fruition. But unless you keep your focus and you are disciplined enough to work through the processes, sometimes it requires you being away from everybody else, where the song and the dance is. You cannot always live your life as one happy celebration all the time. You have to stop and celebrate and account and acknowledge your successes and enjoy them. Take time out actually to enjoy them, but very quickly you need to come back and see where you are, how long have you got, and where you're going next. Because on every level comes with its own challenges. Every level, whatever level you are now, the challenges are going to be varied. The challenges are going to be there, and the opportunities are going to be there, and the setbacks are going to be there. The confusion, the disappointment, they are all going to come. Every stage of life and every victory you have, the next stage is going to come with its own challenges. but it's not there to deter you. In fact, if you've fallen 3 times before, you know if you fall the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, you will always get up again. It's difficult if you've never fallen before. That's where the challenge is. But if you fall in 3, 4, 5 times, you know the 6th, 7th, 8th, and the 10th and 20th, you will get up and you will rise and you will move on again. So falling is no more a problem. But the problem is keeping getting up, and you need to keep your focus. If you don't maintain your focus, you will not get up again if you fall. It doesn't matter. It may be the one last time you need to get up. You may not get up. And that will be your disappointment and the disappointment to the whole world. So you need to keep your focus. You need to be able to know that this is the goal that I've set for myself. This is what I want to achieve. It may not make sense to even your own parents. It may not make sense to your good friends. It may not make sense to your siblings. It may not even be a reality for somebody. But guess what? It's your reality, and that's what you want to achieve. And that's the only way. By keeping your focus and maintaining your focus is the only way you are going to achieve that. And the last thing I want to talk about is if you keep your focus and you maintain your focus, it encourages you and gives you motivation. You become motivated because every time you see that this is my mountain, but I am making progress, it gives you some momentum. It gives you motivation. It gives you encouragement. Sometimes you won't get that from people around you. Sometimes you will not receive that from your loved ones. Sometimes from the mentors, sometimes from the bankers, sometimes from people that have done it, and they can see you're coming. Instead of encouraging, instead of saying the right words to keep you going, they are the same people that are going to resist you. They are the same people that are going to fight you from your inner circles, from people you come across, the external factors, things that will cause you to give up and turn back and walk away. But if you keep at it and you keep making progress, every time you overcome a setback, a hindrance, a challenge, every time you overcome confusion, something that didn't make sense, and then all of a sudden you put it together, every time you overcome that, you become more motivated. Your momentum keeps you going. Your excitement will keep you going. Your joy of being able to achieve that will keep you going. And that will make sure that by keeping your focus, you will get to your destination. It is my encouragement that you will get there, no matter what your journey is, no matter who you are, no matter where you are. I know that if you keep your focus, you will get there. I want to encourage you this afternoon. Just take a moment. It's a brand new week. It's a brand new month. New things are happening. The year continues. Life goes on. Opportunities are all around us. Be it from a small beginning, the smallest possible beginning. Look for that opportunity. Try and keep your focus and surprise yourself. I'll be here next week. As always, my name is Regina Anima, and this has been a presentation here on Star Radio UK On Point. It's a pleasure, and I am grateful and thankful for your company. I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, I love you with the love of the Lord. Be blessed, remain blessed. Above all, remain focused and be disciplined. Have a pleasant week. Bye.
On your smartphone,
Star Radio UK.
Thanks.